Welcome back to another Trade Journal video. This is Trade Journal number 45. And before I jump into this week's trades, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of my trades. So jumping into the first trade that I had for this week, it was on APPS. I am in a covered call on APPS. So I own 100 shares of APPS at $70, so right here at this blue line. And last Friday, which would be right here on this candle, I sold a call at the $70 strike price for a max profit of $300. And what ended up happening is the price stayed below, so my option expires worthless if I had let it run out. But I actually went ahead and closed it out, bought it back for $10, so I got $290 out of the max profit of $300 on this trade. And what I have set up for next week is I have sold another call at the $70 strike price, so right here at this blue line, for a max profit of $195. The premium is a lot lower this week because APPS had earnings last week. Jumping into the next trade that I had for this week was on SoFi. So SoFi was newly listed on the stock market on June 1st, and I got in on a trade on the 2nd. What I ended up taking was a poor man's covered call. So I bought a call with 595 days at the $10 strike price, and I started selling calls against it. So for this week, I sold a call at the $25 strike price for a max profit of $34. Let me go ahead and add in a line for that. And let me move it to the $25 strike price. And as you can see, the price ended up going down a bit, so I am losing money on the long position, but this option expires worthless and I get to keep the full $34. Jumping into what I have set up next week for SoFi, I'm doing the same thing. I sold another call against my long option. This time I'm selling at the $24 strike price. So let me move the line there, and this will be for a max profit of $33. I'm not too worried about this position, even though it's kind of early for SoFi, because I have 595 days on my long call option. So I think it has plenty of time for this price to eventually come back, and I can average down if SoFi continues to drop lower. So all in all for this week, total profit was $290 on APPS and $34 on SoFi for a total profit of $324. And right now for next week, I have $195 on APPS set up and $33 on SoFi. So all in, I have about $228 set up for next week. And then I'm also looking at TQQQ. It's been a week since I've traded it, but what I'm really looking for is for TQQQ to pull back a bit in price. I definitely should have maybe got into a cash secured put on Thursday when the price did pull back, but I was a little uncertain on that. This would have definitely been a good time, but again, I'm going to wait for another pullback and then try to get into a cash secured put, ideally around some price point below 95 is what I am looking for. And I'm also keeping my eyes on Apple for another poor man's covered call. I want to see a little bit more of a pullback, maybe to this region 122 or even lower before I decide to jump in. So those are all my trades for this week and what I have planned for next week. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below and I'll make sure to answer them. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.